What's up, Billy?
What up? I think that's my new thing, man. I think I'm gonna do a little like fat guy dance before I get it.
Like the gopher from Caddyshack.
Fucking titty shuffle. Was it the truffle shuffle? I'm not doing the truffle shuffle.
The truffle shuffle.
Nope,
That's a good one.
Not doing it.
That's what you should do.
I'm not
I
doing
pay
it.
$5 to watch that. Absolutely.
Would you?
I mean, at least $5, and I'll bet.
Show me the money.
I'll bet I could get it at least 15 from some donators.
Oh. Ooh, now we might this conversation is kind of intriguing.
It's at least round one at the bar for sure.
Hey, okay, fuck it.
Yeah, right? I drink for worse reasons.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining the Liberty Risk Podcast. I'm Billy.
And I'm Hugh. And I don't have anything quirky to say tonight because I'm fucking exhausted.
Yeah, fair enough, dude. I'm fucking beat down, dude. Work was crazy for you today, dude.
Yeah, I'm just the problem that I'm having is carrying the fucking weight from everybody else at work. That's why my back hurts so much. You know, I got to carry the weight of everybody else on deployment. I got to carry the fucking weight of everybody at work. This dude took an hour and a half to cut 2 little sheets of plywood and screw them in place, and he didn't even get that done. Yeah.
I don't even do what you do for a living, and I could have got that done quicker.
Yeah, I told my super I told my super that I gave this guy this task, and he's like, all right, cool, he should be able to have it done. And I was like, heads up, I don't agree with you. And I don't mind doing it tomorrow, but I think we should have a little side wager on whether or not he gets it done.
That's hilarious, dude.
And he was like, no, I don't want to take that action.
I don't want to take that bet. I'm going to lose.
Yeah, it's kind of fucking annoying. It's one of those things that like I've come to learn to be able to work around people.
Yeah.
And get my stuff and their stuff done without impeding their libido. Their fucking big picture of themselves. But it's fucking tiring because it's 100 fucking degrees up in the attic and I'm swinging the hammer, moving the saw in and out of the trusses and whatnot.
And are you guys having the bad weather? Because we had some horrific. I mean,
we had overcast today, and it started raining. It's supposed to rain all weekend, though. I think
it was bad here, bro. Like, so
it might be bad here tonight. Then,
yeah, it's probably gonna be because it was. What was I gonna say? It was so bad that not just me, but everyone it was on the interstate. It was so bad. No, but we were on the interstate. Everyone had to pull over. It was literally blinding rain. Yeah.
I didn't have it that bad, thankfully, but it could be that bad later tonight. What do I know?
Yeah, who knows? We'll see.
But I am realizing this is I think this is probably one of my first real world realizations where I heard something in a movie and it's actually happening. And I don't remember what movie it was, but I'm pretty sure most everyone I work with is a felon.
Okay, so continue.
Yeah, so a lot of these guys are older than I am, but I don't know what could have brought up the conversation since half of them are black. Well, not half. The majority of them are black or Mexican. But I'm pretty sure the majority of them have some sort of drug related felony charge from most of them back in the 90s. Now, to be fair, I don't have a problem with them being felons. I just didn't realize it. And this is one of those things where
fair enough.
You know, you do what you got to do to make it. And as it turns out, construction doesn't really care as long as you can do your job, which is not a new experience for me in that aspect.
No, as long as I guess you can.
As long as you can do your fucking job, like what do they care if you smuggled 10
There's no background checks or anything like that?
10 ounces of cocaine. You know, like
what?
Yeah.
What?
Many of them have done their time, you know? One of them is trying to get his gun rights back from the state of Virginia, is how long it's been for him. And I told him, I was like, you better fucking hurry because
That's right, Chris.
Yeah, right?
Okay, Marine!
We always forget. Then we're like, oh, a little epiphany.
Yeah, it takes a second.
There are background checks, but like one company that we're subbing with literally has 4 employees. And they have been the three of them have been with the owner for like 20 years. Hi, Christy.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, so real quick, my friend Christy is joining.
So don't believe it till I see comments.
So she's on my stream. She does like the video, the page though, so she's gonna have to watch it on the page next week. But I'm gonna go and tell the story. She loves telling the story. Her and I went to A school together back in 2008.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter who we are or who we're around or who we're meeting or whatever. Yep. We could be meeting the admiral, and she's gonna tell this story. Apparently, when we were in A school, I was in charge of something. And she came up to me one day and asked if she could have her Liberty request shit back on a Friday. And apparently I shouted, "Why? You have somebody you want to go fuck this weekend?"
What? You did not.
Hold on.
Stop.
I don't remember.
Stop. I'm going to retract that statement. Yes, you did.
Yeah,
continue.
See, that's the thing. See, I can't get very mad at the situation because I can see myself having done that.
I can hear it. I wasn't even there.
Yeah.
I could picture like a room with all these people in there, and then she asked that question, and then you're in the back, kind of like with your feet up, going.
Apparently, it was
why? Because you want to fuck someone this weekend? Like, I can see that.
Apparently, it was during a change of command ceremony too. So there was like 2 battalions in the schoolhouse out there on the grinder, and I was 18 shouting at her on the grinder in our dress uniform, which she had probably worn twice before that. Why, you got somebody you want to fuck this weekend? I only feel bad because I can't remember and gloat about it. So I just have to, when she tells the story, I'm like, they're like, really? I'm like, I mean, I guess.
It's so funny.
I want to take credit, but I can't. Because
you said it.
I mean, I'm sure that I did. I could see me.
There's no doubt in my mind that you said it. I can definitely hear you saying that.
It's good to know there's a lot of faith in my ability to call people out for their sexual prowess in front of 900 other people at a change of command ceremony.
So amazing. I just want to know. I just wish I was there to just like hear a pin drop. Bing.
I wish there was somebody else. I wish we could run into somebody else who was there to be like, oh shit, yeah, we're in a command with a kid that was in A school with us. And he doesn't remember, but I mean, he spent most of his time as a mouth breather anyways. But it'd just be so nice to run into somebody and be like, oh, no, shit, yeah, I was there. I couldn't believe you did that. That was like before I started drinking and before I like figured out that this is what I'm going to be like as a person when Jesus comes back, telling that motherfucker where to park his donkey.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it's so funny. My oldest daughter Gianna just snuck out of her room and like tried to creep to the bathroom. She's like trying to be all quiet. She's like cracked the door open. Is like trying to shimmy into the bathroom so she doesn't disturb all this. It's hilarious.
That's so funny.
So she is.
She's the one that can go to college.
The bathroom door is like literally probably 25 feet away.
Yeah.
She's in there probably dropping a ducat right now.
She's such a good girl.
We don't want to hear it. Make sure you flush and wash your hands.
Flush twice for good measure.
Yeah, flush twice for good measure.
Yeah, you're a high protein family, right?
Yeah, sure. Whatever. Whatever.
She's a good girl. She's a good kid though for trying to be quiet, while you're doing your show. I'm talking, barking, and back. Yeah, she's a good girl. She's a good kid. She can be the one who goes to college.
Yeah, I think they both are. Hopefully.
Oh,
yeah, they got their. It was weird. They got their report cards. So the teachers emailed them, which has never happened before, because it's the whole pandemic. But it was, I wanted to mess with them. I really did. I didn't take the opportunity because I didn't want to. I should have.
There's always next year.
But I wanted to be like, listen, guys, you both got left back. I don't know what to tell you, but you have to do 3rd and 4th grade all over again.
That would have been really funny, especially if you could pepper it. Like, it's so weird because you didn't turn in the whole last semester's worth of work.
Yeah, right. I should have. I did it though. I couldn't. It was in my head being like, the fucked up veteran and just like, like thinking like that. But then the father part of me came in and my heart was just
they would have cried. They would have cried if you're like, kid, you didn't do your work. The other half of the year you didn't do your work and you still got held back. So I don't know what we're going to do with the two of you. It looks like it's going to be the army for the both of you.
It's okay, Gianna. You can come out. You done pooping? Did you wash your hands? Wash your hands.
There's a pandemic, girl.
Yes, I'm on the podcast. This is live. Everyone's hearing me talk to you, honey.
Tell her 15,000 people said wash her hands. She doesn't have to
She's so mad at me right now.
That's okay.
It's all right.
Hugh
says hi.
That's so funny.
My other daughter's doing the pee-pee dance in front of the bathroom right now.
I gotta go, but I don't want everybody on the interwebs to know my business.
It's so funny. They're totally trying. I don't have to work tomorrow, so they get to stay up as late as they want tonight while we do this. So they're pretty good though. They've never disturbed us while we've done this, so I can't. It's better after third grade and deployments. Gianna, come here. Come say hi to everyone. It's okay. Come on. We're live all over the internet.
All over the internet.
Come on. Everyone's waiting.
We're all waiting.
Gianna, there's 174 people watching this right now. They all want to say hello.
Yeah, come on.
I'm just kidding. Go. She's like, I hate you. What?
Justin.
I can't hear you. Talk louder. Yes, we're live. She just went, oh my God. Oh my God.
Don't worry. It's 2020. This will remain on the internet forever.
Yeah. Yeah. And ask her, hey, Gianna, did you just shit a brick that I said we're live? No, she just slammed her bedroom door. Okay.
Oh, that's okay. She'll be over it in 48 hours.
Chris said it, not me.
Justin's right though. The education thing does get easier after the third grade and or deployment.
You want to say hi to everyone, Gabby? Gabby will here. Gabby will say hi.
Yeah,
Come here, Gabby. Look, we're live right now. We're live. Say hi, Gabby. Say, everyone, light your camera.
Hi.
Now go away.
Good night.
You said good night.
Way to be the better daughter. Way to earn daddy's will and testament.
So thank you everyone for joining Liberty Risk Podcast. That was our guest tonight.
No, but man, Justin's right though. Education gets easier on deployment. I took 3 courses on my first deployment, which is a huge problem. I should not have done that. Mostly because because I didn't really gauge what was going on. So I was in the desert, and it was 2010, and our location went into River City a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and for those of you who are unaware, River City is where a person is killed overseas and the command shuts down communications so they can notify the family so they don't find out over social media or a friend of the family or that telephone game or what have you. So I think we spent like 6 weeks was the longest we spent in River City.
Really?
Yeah, and so I emailed my professors ahead of time and I said, hey, my work is sometimes it's going to be late. I need your understanding. Here's what is going on. And they were all pretty cool about it, except for my algebra teacher. And I was trying to relearn algebra.
I had to do. That's funny. I had to do the same thing, dude. Because it's like you think you'd be okay, and then you look at it again years later, and you go.
And it was like it might have been like 2 years since I'd really done it, and I was on a deployment doing 12-hour days, and you still had to PT, and you still had to go to warfare training.
Yeah. So
it wasn't going that great. So I had a terrible grade going into the final. So I went to my Indian friend. Not that matters, but he was, so I leave it out. And I was like, dude, I'll give you $100 to take my final. And he was like, what? And I'm like, you're gonna be pre-med when we get home, right? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, so you're telling me you can do algebra? He's like, yeah, I can do algebra. I was like, I'll give you $100 to do my algebra final for me. And I got.
Why is he laughing? Why is he like, yeah, I can do algebra? Like,
yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I was trying to be polite about the whole thing. I felt bad asking because I not for nothing, I wasn't asking any of the white people on camp to help me out.
Oh, Jesus.
But I knew he was pre-med, so I figured guaranteed he can do algebra. And he knows the metric system, not the med thing because he's Indian and that's what they use over there. So I got like a 72 in that class, man. But it wasn't until after that when I started doing classes on like my other deployments that I was like, man, college turns out it's a lot easier once you figure out like the ins and outs. But that first algebra class, man, that thing really kicked my ass, especially not having the resource. Of course, back then we had like AT&T call trailers, People were sending you like telephone cards, like here's 1,500 AT&T points. Cool. That's a minute and a half, but I appreciate the time. Thanks.
I appreciate the time. Thank you so much.
Of the 90 seconds of this phone call, I'm spending 30 of it plugging in the new 24-digit code to get more time at AT&T. Oh, man. All right, so
I got to show this meme of the day, dude, because I can't get over yes, this is so Hugh. I'm always thoroughly impressed with your Reddit skills and your meme locations, but this one for the current state of chaos that the United States is in, this is well done, my friend. Well done.
I did pretty good on this one.
You did very, very well. So it's so great.
You literally just created a miniature police state with closed borders, you dumb fucks. If those kids could be, they'd be very upset. Yeah, that's for you, Seattle. Get your shit together.
Yeah, God. So I'm gonna the one I sent you, I'm gonna put up here.
Send it.
The Biden.
Oh yeah.
so great.
Oh man. I don't know if he does win the presidency. I don't know how I'm ever going to take him seriously.
Oh, I know. It'd
be funny, that's for sure.
It's going to be so bad.
So check it out, this pickle jello thing. So I'm making a table for a friend of mine who works for the Student Veterans Association.
Yeah.
And apparently she likes not pickled jello, but like pickles in jello. Sorry, I had to burp. So
whoa, hold on. So it's not pickled jello, which would be, to me, would be like
you pickled a cucumber and got a pickle. No, okay. I'm saying this person willingly and consciously, without the date rape drug, without fucking chloroform, without mind control, willingly and consciously of her own free will, cuts up pickles and puts them in jello and eats them as a summer treat. Yeah, my question is, what in the southern fried fuck is that about?
What in the corn dog hell is going on here?
Seriously.
Like, what the shit is this?
Are
you serious? Like, so I like
this is a person
to me. I like pickles. Like, pickles are like
pickles are good. They're a great snack. They go with
a great snack. They go with a good burger. They go with
the juice is good. Snack. Believe it or not, the juice is good for
very good. Yes, it's very good for you, actually. So, with that being said, Taylor, fair enough.
And Taylor loves pickles too. Oh yeah, you would. Giggity.
Christy, I don't know you, but that's disgusting.
Okay, get a giggity for sweet and salty. Oof.
And that's why we love partnering with Justin.
Yeah. Also, Justin, that's your friend who eats that pickled jello thing. So get a control over her.
What?
Chocolate covered pretzels are delicious.
Oh no. Yeah, no, she's saying so sweet and salty. Yeah. Sweet and salty. Yeah, no, well played. Yeah. Well played. Yeah. So with that being said, good pickle with a good burger, a good sandwich. Like me growing up in New York, good sandwich, like a nice fucking.
Yeah, well, they got a Cuban or a hoagie.
Yeah, it just pairs perfect.
I love.
You put pickles in jello, as you said earlier. Just take a 30 clip to the mouth.
Yeah, I just.
Yes.
Well, call Leah. Tell her that's what's going on. She can't come back next summer because clearly she's a terrorist. Pickles are a gateway drug to terrorism. So, Billy, speaking of my Reddit skills, also BT Dubs, if the dark web ever gets a subscription, I'm getting one. I don't care what it is because I think there's some good shit on there. So I typed in. I was trying to create a game earlier of like phrases phrases that are hilarious that you hear in the military, but like Google filters the fun stuff. So I went to Reddit, which delivered 273 comments that these people have heard in the military. So I'm going to randomly pepper some of these in throughout the show. And Miss Kim, if you're still watching, I apologize. I promise I'm not a terrible person. So one of these ones I found this is fucking funny. That guy could fall into a bucket of titties and come out sucking a dick.
What the fuck?
I think a lot of these people were Marines for sure. A lot of these people were Marines. And honestly, there's a lot of homosexual stuff in here. So it leads me to believe that some of them are infantry, to be sure. To be sure. All right, well, I'm going to pepper those in throughout the show tonight. What was the other thing that you wanted to talk about?
So what? Okay, so what bothers me, the shit. So Google's been pissing me off lately.
Mm.
Okay, so I type shit into Google.
What did he say? I know. I don't even know what's going on over there. I'm worried about delivering the bench to her place because, like, the Hello Kitty and whatnot, and the pickles. I just don't know I don't know what to expect. I don't know where she's coming from.
So great. Actually, you know what? Before I get into the Google thing, I want to fucking put up the thing about the our okayest Marine sent us today. So this was kind of this. No, I don't think he really does, but whatever. You know, it's okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the senior Space Force enlisted person, right?
So, dude, I'm just telling you, man, and I'm getting a little choked up because there's gonna be a space door gunner position open, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it.
Well, you have the mass to be able to like tie yourself down, so I imagine it'll be a big.
I feel that the spaceship would tilt one way, and they're like, you can't do
it. Like when the Dependa gets out of her lowered Honda Civic at the commissary, and
but I feel like Space Marines.
Space Marines, man.
What's that movie? What was that movie? What was that movie with the giant?
With the bugs?
Yeah.
Starship Troopers.
Yes, it's coming to life, bro.
My mom is gonna watch this episode and be like, "That motherfucker can remember Starship."
Kill it or fuck it.
Yeah. Debbie's gonna be like, "That motherfucker can remember Starship Troopers, but can't remember Sarah Huckabee Saunders' name. What a piece of shit."
She's right though, dude. You're an asshole.
Oh god.
So, dude, it's. I feel if they were like. I feel like if I was sitting in the spacecraft and they would be like, all right, all batteries fire right. I'd just be like, whoop, and the spaceship would just tilt. And we'd have that perfect 45.
Oh, man, Space Marines. It's going to be so glorious.
No.
Yeah, I was reading that 2 days ago. I think I even mentioned it 2 days ago. And apparently Netflix technically won the first copyright suit or suite or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know the legal jargon, but they won.
So, fuck you, Bezos. Netflix is taking over the world.
Bezos. $112 billion or something.
So I think 172 billion now, to be honest.
That's insane. And I think what's more amazing is that he's the founder. I know there's a lot of companies that are usually advised that the founder leave to prevent the inhibition of growth.
He was just like,
yeah, I don't know if many people remember that. Well, I'm sure a lot of people. I know there are a lot of people who use the internet now that maybe don't remember.
That's
well played, Chris. What are your thoughts on that? He's like, yeah.
What do you mean you crashed? Somebody put a flag out here, and we hit it.
Yeah, I don't know if a lot of people remember that Amazon started as an online book rental or book buying source, and there was like, oh, Amazon might compete with Borders and Barnes and Noble and whatnot, and then very quickly Bezos was like, hey, we're going to do music and videos too, so you can buy music, movies, and books off of Amazon, and then there was a time though when he was going to go tits up between like 05 and 07. Yeah, there it is.
Get rid of that shit.
It's fucking crazy, man. How could you let this go? Like, and it's not like they.
And this is on Military Times, so it's not
Military Times is just. It's not exactly like fact, but it's not like it's a bunch of fluff pieces either.
Yeah, it's not like was it the Duffel blog? Like
I love the Duffel blog.
Yeah.
But
it's not the Onion.
It's not like the show is new. It's not like it just popped up overnight. You know, we've known about this show for a long time.
Well, we were talking about it 3 weeks or a month before.
No. I mean, like when I was on my last deployment over a year ago, I knew that this show was happening.
No, I'm just saying at least a month ago we were talking about
the show coming out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's time wasted. And now you're just, if I'm Netflix, I'm not giving it back. I'm not giving it back. I'm principle. It's not a politics thing.
No, I'm keeping
principle. Get your shit together.
Chris just said facts.
Yeah, right? Should have wanted the reflective belt.
Okay, I gotta put that up again. That's so great. You know that the Navy's the only branch that doesn't do that shit. I'm so glad.
Very recently, I think the Army started telling their people they don't have to wear it during the day anymore.
God, that's so, dude. When I was stationed at,
I mean, recently, like under 2 years.
When I was stationed at Misawa, the Misawa Air Force Base in Japan, it was so fucking funny. Like, you know, like the Navy, we just started a few years ago putting on like organized PT gear. Like we used to PT. When I first came in, you used to just PT and whatever workout clothes you had. That you just kind of that was it. Like there was no yellow shirt, blue shorts. Like
I mean, I've only been in 12 years, and I remember the first quiet Submariner. I remember like the first 6 years or 7 years. You know, when you went to PT, you had to have your blue shorts, but you were allowed to wear your brown T-shirt, which was our uniform T-shirt.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, I'm in the Seabees. You know, I'm not in the fleet. You know, we have command T-shirts, but you know, not everybody has the command T-shirt because, frankly, most of us are like, "Nah, we're okay." It's just screaming, "Oh, look at me, look at me!" So we wear.
Look, I'm part of the USS. I don't like it anyway.
Yeah. So, you know, that's what we wore most of the time. And then when the Navy was like, "Hey, we're mandating yellow T-shirts," a lot of guys were like, "Oh, and can I get another one from supply, or how's this working?" And then the new one came out, and people went and got fitted for it, and they're like, "Oh, by October you have to be wearing it." Well, mine hasn't come in the Hi, Leah. Mine hasn't come into supply yet, and the Navy was like, "Big tough tits, go buy one."
Dude, that's our first. I have to actually give credit. That's our first YouTube comment that we've had on the show. So, Leah, thank you. Keep commenting, Leah.
Thanks, Leah.
Help us grow on YouTube. I mean, on Facebook.
Yeah. Why are we not allowed to say that?
I've already fucked it up. We can't fuck it up anymore.
Yeah, why can't we say it?
Look,
I legitimately don't know.
There's rules, Hugh. Look, there's rules.
Fucking God.
Listen here, you son of a bitch.
All right, whatever.
There's 4 rules. We can't say.
I legitimately have no idea why we can't.
The tubes. How are you? We can't say that stuff.
All right, another thing from Reddit. Shut your mouths, privates. There's no flying dicks around here.
Okay, so hold on. I'm not into the Reddit thing. So what are we doing here?
All right, if I'm being 100%
so I'm going to Reddit. I'm going to Reddit.
I'm being 100% honest. I got Reddit downrange for porn. So I'm not entirely sure how the whole thing works.
Sweet Jesus. Why?
So I just went to Reddit. I made an account, and then I started searching for shit that I wanted to look at or read. And then it's just like a community of comments and bullshit.
Hold on, let's see what I can find out.
Yeah, it's not great, but you know, it's not terrible either. Funny
quarantine thoughts by veterans.
You can find some really fucked up shit on there, which is beautiful. You just have to do a little bit of digging. But I remember the thing you wanted to talk about, your buddy moving overseas.
Okay, yes. Okay, so I had this. I'm not going to name drop him because I'm just not going to do that.
We don't do the name dropping.
We don't do the name dropping here. Yes, Leah, thank you. Keep commenting, Leah. Just make up random shit. Just, I don't know, just put words. Just do that shit. So So my buddy, this guy I graduated high school with, moved to the UK in 2001, shortly before 9/11. So what's pissing me off is I'm seeing a bunch of friends, and I know you have friends also that, and I'm sure some of our viewers have friends that were possibly in the military. If not, the guy I'm talking about wasn't in the military, but if most of the time, if you're in the military and you get stationed in like Japan or Spain or Italy or something, you wind up going, fuck, I want to live here for the rest of my life. And sometimes they do. So this guy lives in the UK, and what pisses me off is he hasn't been back since.
Right.
19 years. So this is half of this guy's life, right? Because we graduated in 2000. So this is half of this guy's life. He's lived over in the UK, and he's doing very well for himself. Don't get me wrong. He's got a beautiful wife. He literally just had a baby.
None of that matters.
But what I was going to say was none of that matters when you make dumbass fucking comments about the United States when you haven't lived here in almost 20 freaking years.
Yeah, I'm pretty torn as well, man. I have one of my elements.
It drives me nuts. Don't, look at the country's falling apart, blah, blah. How the fuck would you know? You're just seeing some bullshit.
Yeah.
On the news, on the BBC.
Sure. Listen, I moved overseas in 2000, and I think one of my teachers had probably been there for a year and a half, and he stayed in Italy, and he constantly comments these tirades and these rants about the president and politics and what's going on, and I'm like, and he always says like my home or my country, this, that, the other. I'm like, that's not your home anymore, man. You're an Italian citizen. You're not a citizen of America anymore. And I remember one time in 2016, he's like, I voted. And I'm like, why? Why would you vote? It doesn't fucking matter. You're not here. Your vote and your voice are not relevant here anymore because you are not here to reap the positives or the negatives of your decision. And regardless of what's going on in the country that you live in, I'm with you. I think it's weird when Americans move to other countries and then, hey, Tommy, and then continue to complain about what's going on over here in the States, like, and then complain like, oh, I can't believe what's going on back home. It's not your home anymore, man.
Yeah, it really does drive me nuts, especially since, like, I can understand if you're going back and forth. The guy's a chef, and he's actually from what I've read over the years, he's actually. I wouldn't be surprised if you started seeing some of these shows.
If I'm a chef and I'm doing that well and I'm in London, I'm not leaving either.
No, and I mean he's a good guy. That's what bothers me. I think, and that's why I'm getting a little more upset is because I had a different perception of him growing up. Right. And he was a really good guy, just a good human being. You know what I mean? And then when you make these asinine, full, not that it matters, but full left-wing bullshit.
It doesn't matter what side of the spectrum. If you're going to complain about it, you're not here anymore, man. It's not your problem. You have other things you need to be worrying about.
And his wife is born and raised in London.
Sure.
His kid now has a dual citizenship.
Right.
So I mean, good for the kid.
Weird. It's one of those. It's just one of those things. Like you this is not your life over here anymore. And we could say the same thing about people that come from other countries. Like your life over there is not here. This is your life now. And this is one of the things in the military that I never grabbed onto. When people say like, oh, where do you call home? Well, a lot of people, they call home usually wherever they were born or the places they like the most. For me, home is wherever I'm currently living. So that was never a connection I could really make with a lot of other people. So
yeah, I would always, I do that too. Whenever someone would ask me like, oh, so where's home? Well, here.
It's wherever I'm currently living.
I'm from New York.
Yeah,
I was born in New York.
Where I've lived.
Home is here.
I casted my vote. It's not the same. Yeah, home is.
No, I agree.
What is it? Home is where the heart is, or home is where you hang your hat. Like for me, home is wherever I'm laying down at the end of the night.
Exactly.
For the extended period of time, of course.
Extended period of time. For more than an evening. I see where I'm picking up what you're putting down, Hugh.
Hey, Tommy, you started work this week, right? I think so. Up in New York. Tell us how it's going. Yeah, it's weird shit, especially, people from other countries commenting about things in America. And don't get me wrong, like you and I are not exactly political experts by any means. We're not uber historians, but it's weird when other countries pipe in with their with their comments, you're just like,
yeah,
all right, but like, shut the fuck up, man.
Well, it's like that. It's like that. That thing you sent me the other day about the other countries.
What I send you before you put me on blast?
Hold on. It was we showed it on Tuesday. I'm going to show it again.
Oh, we showed it. Okay, Tommy, you having a good time with there, man? Oh, nice. Good for you, Tom. Oh, yeah. All the other Turkey, Iran, and whatever getting ready to fuck up America. Like, you better calm the fuck down if you think we won't band together and fuck your shit up. Yeah, that's absolutely right.
Yeah, you want to see how quick Americans will come back together?
You
when you don't let us have our family arguments?
Yeah, you talk shit all you fucking want to and those other, about your stuff. Like, well, it sucks because here we go again. It sucks because every asshole with a podcast considers himself news. And you can't turn on your phone or your computer or Tommy's up in New York. I need a home sticker. What? Oh, is that like the thing that says like your state and then says home?
Yeah, it's that oval. It's the oval thing. It was like like for fucking NY for New York or
yeah.
So the best is it's funny you say that, Justin, because I had a buddy who we were making fun of because he had his Vermont sticker. So he was like, okay, I'm gonna one up you motherfuckers. So he went on Amazon and bought all the stickers from every state he's been to.
Oh my god!
Right, and he started he bought 10 of each, and he started just randomly putting them on people's shit.
That's fucking great.
So we'd be sitting in training, and all of a sudden you'd see on the back of someone's laptop a fucking New Hampshire sticker, and they'd be like, "Dude, why do you have a New Hampshire sticker here?" Be like, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, I've been to New Hampshire.
Nice. Like I was saying, everybody who you can't turn on a device anymore without somebody being like, this just in, you open an article and it and people will share shit. Even it'll start with opinion and then the title and then be like, oh, look what just happened. It's like,
yeah.
So I can't get a clear view of what's going on in any of the rest of your countries. I can barely get a clear view of what's going on in my country. And you're over in this other country. You're trying to, oh, well, America's doing this, that, or the other. Why don't you calm down fucking telling me what's going on over here, okay?
Actually, I'm looking over here on
shit to worry about.
And I completely agree. I actually have my buddy Ian, who I served with actually in Japan.
Mm.
And Ian, if you're still watching, he lives in Alaska.
Alaska?
Yeah, Alaska. So how's it up there, Because we're down here in the lower 48, as you guys say, and I'm just kind of curious as to what it's like up there right now. I'm with all this.
Sad, man. They had a march over here around Old Dominion yesterday, and I missed it.
Oh, you don't need to be in no march, Hugh.
Why? It's how you make friends.
That's also how how we do a live episode from the inside of Hugh's jail cell.
Oh, that would have been really cool.
That would have been.
I could have went live on our Instagram.
On the gram. We could have went live on the gram. Yeah.
They just walked around campus and held up signs and whatnot. I think it was a mixed bag of emotions over there.
You think so? A mixed bag of liberal emotions?
Well, yeah, because the clips they were showing on TV had a group of all black people and then a group of all white people, but they were all on the same street. And I'm like, I wouldn't have chose those angles if you're trying to show unity and solidarity.
This is true.
Okay, do you, Wavy? That's just quarter than Eskimo pussy. I know you've heard that before.
I don't know if Ian's watching. He usually would comment. But so, dude, we were talking about this in the green room. So, what do you think the generic or the new age song for the military, for the branches is?
I don't know, but I get when people are like, "Oh man, you got to check out this video for whatever it is," and and the fucking video starts and its bodies hit the floor. I'm like, close. Nope.
I hate seeing the ones with the AC-130.
Oh, it always starts with the fucking plane like. No, those are flares for a display.
Yeah.
It was cool the first time.
Yeah, and it's literally some kid who's played way too much Call of Duty and he's 12 years old. He's like, "Oh, look, I learned how to put videos together, mommy."
Yeah. The only
as
one,
he's still breastfeeding.
the only aircraft thing that I've seen more than I'll tell you, you know what? So look, 2 things. One, the only aircraft video I've seen multiple times that I still find enjoyable, even though I know it's training, are like the Blackhawks shooting at the cliffs of what I imagine is 29 Palms. That one I find enjoyable. But also, I don't care how many times I hear it. Fortunate Son is a good song. It's not, I don't feel the way about Fortunate Son that people feel about Tool by any means.
Yeah.
But if you put Fortunate Son into a song and you had some good photo or into a video and you had some good photos or video to go with it, I'm good. But I also feel like on top of the military personnel using these generic ass songs that you hear all the fucking time and are really only okay, a lot of your videos include people at the fucking chow hall. Did none of your fucking unit go to work in the 7 months you were deployed? You were all just sitting around the fucking shop shooting the shit? You didn't get one fucking action photo? Even just turning a wrench, flying a helicopter, putting up a building, golfing on the tarmac? I don't know. Anything other than you little fat fucks eating a Twinkie in the goddamn shop. Let the bodies hit the... Yeah. Yes, they're all the fucking same. You know what? You know what?
So it's all the same thing.
It's all the same shit.
It looked like that plane farted. It's ridiculous. I'm glad I could share that audio with everybody.
Yeah. I'm going to see if I can find one of my favorite ones.
But no, it really is so annoying. Like, don't get me wrong. The song's motivational as shit. Like when you're working out alone in a dark room, naked. What? I mean, yeah, you know, anyway.
I mean, if like that's your thing.
Yeah, you know, gotta pump iron.
Yeah, that's what we call it, pumping iron.
So who cares if there's lotion and tissues there?
They're like God here.
Yeah, I like to just have them around in case I sneeze and my hands get too dry from all the friction.
I'm trying. I wish I could find this fucking the Beto special video. That was a good one.
The what?
The Beto special. You don't remember when Beto O'Rourke was like, "We're coming for your."
Oh, Beto O'Rourke. Yeah.
That was a good one. There was a store in Arizona that sold like they're having a Beto special. You can buy like a fully built AR or AK for like $450. That okay. I'd stand on the deck and watch that happen. I wish I could fucking find it. Now I'm sure somebody fucking removed it and made it less fun. Beto, what a fucking moron. Although he's not nearly as bad as Bloomberg. I can't believe Bloomberg wasted enough money that he could have just written everybody $1 million check. Oh, hell. You know where he gets his fucking money from, Bloomberg?
Probably some bullshit.
Nope, it's not
like the rest of the politicians.
Nope. Somebody had explained this to me and I was pretty surprised myself. Apparently the Bloomberg terminal is where most countries do their stock trading.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I am less surprised he had $350 million to spend and did not write me $1 million check. But, you know, whatever. Fuck me, I guess.
My actually, I hope he's watching. He just liked our page. My buddy Andrew Black. He was a retired chief. He was actually my first legitimate LPO in the Navy when I cross-rated to Master at Arms. Okay. So if he is watching, I just kind of want to give him a shout out and thanks for joining us and everything. He's a real good guy. He's one of those not to get all sappy. He was actually one of those leaders who actually gave a shit about his people.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So he had a pretty big influence on how I conducted myself as a sailor. So hopefully he sticks around and watches for a while.
All right, man. 15 minutes left in the show. Let's go ahead and blow open some pod decks.
Okay, pick one. Okay, we can't. You know what? Let's here. Hold on. I want to try something. What's the most awkward thing that happens to you on a regular basis?
Awkward personally, right?
Yeah. No, Hugh, not personally. Yeah, I'm
I mean,
talking to you.
I mean, like, is it something like I think is awkward, or like everybody else around me knows that it's going on? Because for me personally, and I don't know if other people know that it's happening when it happens, but I hate because I'm constantly looking around. You know, not like checking over my shoulder to see if somebody's following me or whatnot, but you know, like when I'm walking down a street or a hallway, that's not awkward for me. I just really want to know.
That was good, Christy.
Yeah. I just want to, I don't mind. I just want to know why I'm being told. Fuck off. Okay, but why? No,
You get told to fuck off. You know what? The longer I think about it, the funnier it gets.
When I'm walking, like I'm constantly looking at shit, you know, looking at what's coming up, looking what's around me. And it makes me feel very uncomfortable because if there's people around, I'm looking at these people to see what they're doing because I'm trying to gauge if I'm going to have to interact with them. If I pass you close enough, do I say, you know, hello? If it's far enough, like how far away am I? Do I not have to engage you? And then I almost always watch their heads because if they look, I want to make sure that I'm either not looking or I want to look because I want to be polite.
Okay.
Yeah, you can call it situational awareness. I'm going to call it paranoia. So for me, it's very awkward because I feel like I'm doing it way more than it's necessary, and I'm just causing myself some undue stress.
Fair enough.
Yeah. What about you? I can't be the only one who dimes himself out.
No, the most awkward thing that happens to me on a regular basis. It's a toss-up. I forget shit all the fucking time. Like normal shit. Like I'll walk out of the fucking house without I'll lock the door and leave my house keys on the fucking coffee table.
Oh, that's the worst because you know it's like a $90 fucking charge.
Then I gotta kick the door down, you know, or use the kids to open the fucking door. And it's just not cool. And gross.
She call you stupid?
No, she put boop. I'm not even going to get into that. Yes, that is the most. You know what? That is the most awkward thing. So I'm just going to put this out there. And she does the stupid thing. We'll be sitting on the couch, and she'll just reach over and go, boop.
What are you, 4?
No, she does it because she knows it irks the shit out of me.
Why?
It irks. I don't know, dude. Because it makes me feel like a child. Like I don't fucking know.
Okay.
So we're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with that.
That's okay. I got you.
All right, so see, I feel awkward right now, even fucking talking about it. Oh, I hate her for that. We'll see. Do better.
Do better, T.
Yeah, do better. Yeah, get it together. All right, here's a good one. What's the worst pickup line you've ever heard or dished out? And we can get everyone involved on this one. Justin said, hit her. Now, Justin, I want to know, would you do that to your wife? Good question, right, Hugh? I think that was a good question.
I think we all know the answer to that. Justin very comfortable was like, hit her, pow, right in the kisser, straight to the moon.
All right, so the cheesiest pickup lines, I've actually got a couple pulled up. So this is one of my favorite ones that I've heard and read before. Go ahead, feel my shirt. It's made of boyfriend material.
That's terrible.
Yes.
Okay. All
right, here's another one. If this is for all those fat people out there. If you were a burger at McDonald's, you'd be named the McGorgeous.
That's fucking terrible. That person should kill themselves.
Yes, they should. Now this is the best bad pickup lines.
All right. Wait, those weren't bad?
Those are the worst ones. These are the best of the bad ones. If you were a phaser on Star Trek, you'd be set to stun.
That's fucking terrible.
Like, I want to hear people. The best one I've seen, I've actually saw my buddy do this. He went up to a girl.
That's
you won.
Hey, so Meg said a guy tried to pick her up at a bar by telling her he was a bosun's mate seaman in the Navy. Justin can swing, but he's gonna get knocked the fuck out.
Chris, that's a good one. So I saw my buddy did this. He went up behind a girl and he did the checked her tag. And she was like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Just like I thought. Made in heaven." Hey,
I got one.
He got her number. He got her number.
I got one that wouldn't make me uncomfortable, but it might make somebody else blush.
You can't just pull it out and lay it on the bar, Hugh. That doesn't work.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Not in 2020.
Yeah, right.
But I have a guy come over and touch it.
I got one. Are you ready?
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, Christy, you got someone to fuck this weekend?
Oh, Jesus. I don't even want. Oh, my God.
Oh, man. It's good stuff.
Whew.
It's good quality entertainment.
Woo, that got hot in here. Oh, let me read some of it. Here's a good one. Do you work at Dick's? Because you're sporting the goods.
That's fucking terrible.
That's so
There's
horrible.
so many other opportunities to work the word dick in there, too.
Yeah, I know. You lost so many.
You'll find sympathy in the dictionary between shit and syphilis. I'm still on that Reddit page.
You're the reason Santa has a naughty list.
That's terrible. I'm not going to tell you how to fuck the chicken. I just want to see the feathers fly.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
I think these people had better boot camp experiences than I did. These are hilarious. I think the most push-ups I ever did in boot camp was from laughing. This one drill instructor, he told this kid was laughing. He goes, "I don't know what the fuck you're laughing about. I've been paying your child support for 18 fucking years." Atta girl. Girls got to eat.
Wow. Wow. The OK's Marine wins the pickup line of the week challenge.
Oh,
good
man.
job. That's going to be a new thing. We're going to do pickup lines of the week.
Well,
Pickup line of the week.
Chris is distorted enough to win that most of the time. That's pretty fucking terrible, Chris. I can't wait to get on the short bus to hell with you.
I want to know if that's how.
How he met his wife.
Yeah. Yeah, I could hear in the background, Billy.
Oh, that.
Well done, Chris. Thank you very much. The Marines have showed up again. Well played, my friend.
Way to be our only representative from the court.
That was so hilarious because I was to shoot some kids inside you. That's so fucking great. I can't stop thinking about it, man.
That's so funny.
I can't stop thinking about it. That's great.
I can't wait to catch so much heat about that.
Oh, that's so awesome. So awesome.
All right, man.
I love it.
Give us the next card.
Next card. All right, let's do this. Oh, okay. Hold on.
All right, while Billy's pulling the cards out, just so you people know, if you pull up to a fucking stop sign or a stoplight and you stop above the white line, you're a piece of shit. I fucking hate you. I don't know why it bothers me so much.
All right,
fucking
here we go.
Disappears. Stop. Don't keep fucking pulling up. You're not going anywhere any sooner, and you're a shit driver to begin with. All right, go ahead.
What is the cheesiest movie moment or line you can think of? I already know mine.
Dude, they're all garbage. I can't watch a movie anymore without thinking that line was garbage. That line was garbage. That line was in there to get some fucking reaction. It's fucking
my favorite one. My favorite one of all time. Of all time. I came here for two things: to kick ass and chew bubblegum. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
That one is a classic. It was totally improv. It wasn't even in the script.
And it takes a WWE wrestler.
It's a phenomenal line. I don't know, man. They're all.
That's my favorite line in any movie.
I think
any movie. Or hello, Jenny.
That one's bad.
And then the blank stare.
I think any line that harkens to a way.
Fuck you, Billy. That was a great line.
That was a great line. Anytime a dude says anything romantic to a girl, I'm like, oh Christ. Here go the cliches. They're all the same. They suck. And the worst part is they're not even in romance movies. You hear them in every fucking movie. You can ruin a great war movie with a love scene. It's fucking terrible.
You think so?
Absolutely.
You're telling me Pearl Harbor wasn't a good movie?
Yeah. The only reason that Fury was saved is because that girl died.
Shut up,
Meg. The only reason that Fury wasn't ruined by a love scene is that dude got to dick down that German and then she died in an air raid in the next scene.
Dick down that German.
Yeah. He soured her kraut.
Oh, whatever helps you stay away from the oven.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the only reason that's the only
way. And folks, that's how you get off the internet. Boom.
The internet, you can do whatever you want to. Kathy Griffin. Jane Fonda. What a Hanoi. All right, give me another card.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know why people support her. I
don't either.
Whatever. Cunt.
Let's go to the black deck. Deck, D-E-C-K.
Is this the appropriate week for that? I mean, I don't know if we should do all black cards, no black cards, white cards in solidarity, blue cards for the. Yeah, that was pretty fucking bad.
The shower scene?
No, the shower scene was great. That was right before she died of the bug attack with like a big old hole in her chest or whatever. It's hard to support anybody because, it makes you a racist no matter what side you pick. So now that I'm looking at it, though, all the colors of those pod decks are all lines you can get in a flag.
What's the worst job you ever had?
I know, top of my head. I don't even have to think about it.
What is it?
Oh, when I worked for this concrete company in Florida, the first project we were on was all overhead concrete restoration. So we didn't have, it was an uneven floor for one. So even if we had scaffolding, it wouldn't work the whole time. So I spent most of my day standing with a fucking grinder, cutting into concrete 3 inches, and then having to fucking square it so I could chip it out with a fucking impact gun or a hammer drill at the end of the day. Oh God, it was fucking terrible. Wearing N95 masks, no ventilation, no airflow under the pool down there in Jacksonville, the Navy pool. This is fucking atrocious, man. And like I would come out for a break like every 30 minutes for 5, and my boss would be like, "Oh, you're taking too many breaks." I'm like, "You can eat a bag of dicks, man. I do not have to be here. You hired me from a labor pool. I can go back and get a better job any fucking minute, but I'm not a quitter." So, except for football, but that was because of wrestling. So that job was pretty fucking bad.
Fair enough. Mine was when I worked on the lobster boats down in the harbor when I was in high school.
Yeah, that sounds pretty fucking terrible because you were in high school in the 80s.
Hey, at least it wasn't the 1880s like Chris.
Ha! Because he's old.
Because he's old as shit. Old as shit.
Yeah, I can see that being pretty bad.
Yeah, it was horrible, man. Those were long fucking days. Because you get down to the boat at 3, 4 in the morning, and then you wouldn't get back until 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night, and that's just pulling in. Sometimes you just slept. I would go out to my car, sleep in the car, and go right back out to the boat.
You ever bang a walrus thinking it was a mermaid?
Yeah, dude, everyone does that.
Oh yeah, is that what you call the locals?
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice. All right, man, throw us one more card.
Why do you think I moved?
Literally on anything. Oh, interesting. I did recently find out that the tuna at Subway is like 80% mayonnaise. Shut up, Chris. Nobody cares about your opinion.
This is facts. All right. Ready?
80. I was born naked.
That is the most random. I love your randomness. Who would play you in a movie?
Well, for you, it'd be John Goodman.
That hurts, dude.
Kevin
I was thinking Kevin James because we grew up literally.
James. Okay, I can see Kevin.
We
James.
went to rival high schools.
Oh, okay, all right. I don't know, David Spade.
I could see that, man.
Yeah,
I could see that.
David Spade, short, weird, funny.
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that.
I like his new show. I think it Lights Out with David Spade. He gets some really good guests. They have some good dialogue. You should check it out if you get a chance.
Did you say John Goodman?
I did.
You're such a prick.
I love John Goodman, man. I've never seen John Goodman in one thing that I fucking hated him in.
You're such an asshole for that.
Why? Come on now. Don't try to pretend like you're a $1.80 soaking wet.
One of the Weasley kids.
Oh, no shit, Christopher B.
I don't know why Chris reminds me of Joe Pesci.
But not like good years, Joe Pesci.
You like this fucking gun? You like this fucking gun? I'll show you this fucking gun.
Years of Joe Pesci. She didn't know Joe Pesci. She probably didn't know David Spade either, if we're being honest. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's our show for tonight. However, we want to let you guys know, moving forward this weekend, Billy and I are going to start drawing the episode decks and putting them in the title before the show starts, so you guys will know what our 2-episode topic's going to be about. We are also going to start putting any other random topics that Billy or I think of between the end of this episode and the next episode. Same goes for Monday and Thursday. So you are a fucking clown, Chris. That's why only 3 people love you. So moving forward, hopefully you'll be able to see what the show's going to be about, decide if you want to chime in. But let's be honest, you have nothing better to do. The show starts at 8:30. Most of your kids are in bed, so we expect that a lot of you will be here.
And something we haven't put out in a while, if you're feeling like this is it, if you need someone to talk to, one, you can always reach out to us, me and Hugh, right here on Liberty Risk Podcast. I know we sit here and we joke around a lot and everything, and that's just to hopefully lighten the mood for everyone and bring a little laughter in everyone's life. But if you ever need anyone to talk to and you're thinking that suicide is the final decision and that's it, it's not, okay? And I put this out there before. I'll tell you from personal experience, I've been there. So, and I've had some really good people help me get past that. Or if you don't feel like talking to us, the Veterans Crisis Line, 1-800-273-8255, press 1. Completely anonymous. Yep. All right. They're not going to contact your command unless you're actively going to, unless you say, and this is whether you see a therapist or whether you see another professional, unless you're going to hurt yourself, like you're saying, I'm going to hurt myself right now. I'm going to kill myself right now. I got a gun to my head, or you're going to hurt someone right then. Okay. Thoughts come into your head. You want to get past them. So me and you are here.
Remember, you press 1 for veterans. However, if you don't press 1, it's for everyone who's non-military. So this is not just for, no, you don't have to press 1 for English.
No.
I'm pretty sure it's 3 for Spanish.
Trace.
But like you said, 1-800-273-8255. Press 1 if you're a veteran. For the rest of you that are non-veterans, you can still call the same line. You get the same resources.
And also, I know we put this up, but if you feel that messaging here or not, that's not it, you can also email us at libertyriskpodcast@gmail.com. Mm-hmm. Okay. I know it says if you want to be a guest, but that's the email right there. Feel free to reach out to us. We will respond to you. Me and Hugh check it multiple times. Me and Hugh check it multiple times throughout the day. Don't fucking correct me when I'm in serious mode, you son of a bitch. But all right, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. For those that are watching on the
YT. Can I say the YT?
Leah, you didn't put enough comments in. I'm calling you.
Can I say the YT?
Yeah, on the YT. Yeah, my foot. We'll see you fuckers on Monday, 8:30. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Take it easy. Bye. Thanks.
God, my balls itch.